Ladies, does the man in your life have way too much beard hair on his face? Are you a clean shaven girly? Well, the sponsors of today's show, Manscaped, has the perfect solution for you with their brand new Handyman electric face shaver. If he doesn't already have it, this device is the perfect complement to their signature Beard Hedger Pro kit. Gift him these bad boys and let the handsomeness unfold with a range of different looks. Go to manscaped.com and use code ATI for 20% off and free shipping. Let Manscaped do the work and watch him go from 5 o'clock shady to hell yeah, baby. First off, this cordless trimmer has a rotary wheel that gives 20 hair cutting lengths, all with one guard. So no more messy drawers full of extra add-ons. You hear that, ladies? No more messy drawers. His face is his first impression, and his beard is his most important accessory. And now I am a firm believer of that 4 years later. So get 20% off and use free shipping with code ATI at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code ATI. Time for him to hit the refresh button with Manscaped.
They look good. Their lighting looks good.
Yeah, they got like 3 ring lights set up in that studio.
Our
There's,
lighting
there's
is
two,
fun.
yeah.
We're in a shitty ass hotel.
No, you guys look great.
No, it's fine.
You guys are literally the prettiest people I've ever seen in my life.
It's
like
crazy.
Dude, you guys are beautiful too.
I look busted as fuck right now. Stop
Oh.
gassing it.
I'm not kidding. I've said it several times.
Cassie looks yummy as hell though. I don't know why this
I
is
look a
taking-
mess right now. Even my eyebrows look different.
No, you
Stop.
guys are
looking
No.
stunning.
No,
I'm like,
you're
wait a
letting
minute.
pervertedness get to you.
Yeah.
Welcome back, guys, to After the Island. I'm Elizabeth.
I'm Alex.
And we have Kassy and Leo with us today.
What up with it?
Hi,
Welcome.
guys.
How are you guys feeling after getting out of the villa?
Feels good.
Yeah.
It was like we were saying how it was weird at first. We got in the hotel room and we were whispering to each other. We're like,
I'm like whispering her shit and she's like, bro, you're not Mike.
yeah,
I'm like, wow.
I figured that out too. I was like, what the heck? I was like, we don't have mics on. And I remember he was getting in the shower too. And didn't you say you were trying to take
Yeah, in
off
the
your
shower, I
mic?
kept like clicking at my waist, and I was like, I don't even have a mic on right now, but
Yeah. And then he asked me, he was like, do you think there's cameras in the room?
bro, I
Like,
couldn't trust none of that shit. I was like, bro, they're definitely still on my fucking dick right
he
now.
was
my God.
questioning everything
Yeah.
the night we got out. But the next morning we woke up.
You make this sound like the psych ward.
Yeah.
The night we
I
broke
know.
out.
I'm like the PTSD.
Somebody broke out.
PTSD.
Talk about that.
It's like we ran away from him. We're like going crazy.
It was not busting.
But it was
Oh my
nice
God.
waking up and, it was nice waking up and actually having like our privacy and
Mhm.
no roommates anymore. It was just us
Yeah.
two.
Fat ass LED light to wake up to with the Good Morning Islanders.
Yeah.
No.
I know.
No,
Oh.
yeah, the lights were bright.
Yeah, the lights were brutal.
It was nice that we got to wake up at our own time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And know what time it is, too.
Yes.
And the day and
Yeah.
everything
And the
else. in the
day.
world.
It was so
Yeah.
weird.
Yes.
He would just be like, do you know what time it is? I'm like, no. He was like, do you want to know?
I was like,
You
"Gee,
want to know.
Yeah.
No,
felt like a
time-
luxury. I was like, this a Rolex?
Yeah,
Like,
every 10 minutes. Every 10 minutes, we were like, do you want to know the time? Because I know the time.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh my God. Well, we have so much to go through with you guys. You guys literally do your backs hurt, first of all, because you carried
that's
the
it
entire
for carrying
show.
the show.
Oh! No.
It was
Just
wild.
gonna say it.
My
It
whole
was.
fucking body hurts, yo.
No, honestly though, the show, I didn't realize like we all did amazing together. And I think it was just the different personalities of all of us. We were all so different in our own ways. And it was just great knowing that we were all full on like going in the experience with our feelings. It was crazy, but coming out knowing that like our experience was a highlight for people was crazy.
Oh my
I didn't know.
God, yeah. Ow.
Were you expecting that? Or
Me?
were you, yeah, well, either of you, were you guys expecting to come out and be like, oh
What?
fuck? But like
I
everyone
mean,
is
I wasn't
loves you.
surprised. Like when I tell you, every time I open up TikTok right now, it's like her saying the shit that happened on Casa as soon as she came back, and it's just her looking mad at it, like, "Oh my God!" I'm like, "Yo,
Yeah, there's edits that are like crazy. Like I'm like, it's me like going off on him, and then
Yeah.
it's like just cute ass.
And then it's just like a
videos.
montage of her, and I'm like, you know what? Shorty looks good, so I can't blame it.
No,
Oh my
when it came out,
God.
I didn't know the Casa thing blew up. I was so shocked.
Mhm.
And I was with Leo, so it was like awkward moment. I was like,
And I'm like just hearing in the back, I'm like, oh
I'm like,
god.
sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
I said what I said, you know.
Yeah, this is what it is at this point.
But it was also so funny. His face did not change.
I didn't know what to feel, bro. I was laughing at how I looked because like I didn't even know how I was looking.
Yeah, his face was so serious. And also my face too was
But like I
crazy.
didn't know what to feel because like one, I was super excited just to see her again. But two, I was like, like I got this fat ass weight on my chest that's gonna be revealed. And then I was like,
And then I already knew.
yeah. I mean, not really. Not
You
everything.
knew deep down.
Yeah, but
No,
deep down,
she
I
said-
was like, yeah, I was like, this is fucked.
Yeah, I didn't know everything, but I knew that y'all fucked.
Yeah.
So that was all I needed to know, you know?
Yeah, because we definitely heard that moment when you walked in. You were
Yeah,
like,
you were like, I fucking knew it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's walking down. I could hear it too. I was like, here we go.
And I
Here we
remember
go.
I
Yeah.
whispered to myself, like nobody else heard me being like, like I went in and I'm like, I see the edits of people grasping like me saying that. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm
And
like,
I was
shit.
like, wow.
I was like, oh shit, like I talk to myself certain moments, and then I was like, I forgot that I'm mic'd up. I am mic'd
Uh-huh.
up. So they got
I didn't
those
even
moments.
notice that. I didn't
Yeah.
notice it.
I think
Oh,
I
I
did.
mean, it's the heat of the moment, bro.
Yeah.
That's
The moment.
like,
Speaking
Yeah.
on emotion.
Yeah, and I think also it was me realizing too that like I had way deeper feelings for this guy than I thought. Like coming in, it was tunnel vision. It was just me looking at him. Like everybody else was just a blur, and it was just me expressing like my disappointment. For real, it was me expressing like my disappointment in him because I was cheering for him. I was um saying how I was trying to move respectfully, but also knowing I had another connection with Mattia. So coming back, it felt like it was a slap in the face. It felt like.
Yeah. It sounds like there was a lot of emotions. And before we get into the Casa emotions, let's take it back to the beginning for a little bit. And one of the things we love knowing too is how people end up on the show. Like, did you guys apply? Did someone reach out to you guys? How did it come about?
So for me, they reached out to me. And never in my life have I ever gave a fuck about reality television. Like I was never like, oh my god, I can't wait to be I'm fucking too hot to handle Love Island, whatever. I'm like, nah, like I'll watch it because like it's good entertainment, but I never thought like, oh, I'd be on one of those shows. So I forget it was like this girl named Angela, and she sent me the link, right? But she didn't really give too much explanation. It was just a link. She's like, fill this out. And anyone with 3 fucking brain cells knows not to press a random link from a stranger. That's
Yeah,
how
on
you, that's how you
Instagram.
transact. So I was like, fuck no. Like straight up, I literally said that word for word.
To her.
No, like in the DMs.
Oh.
And then she called me, and I was like,
Stop.
Jesus, bro, calling on Instagram is insane. But okay, fuck it. So
That's
she's like, no, I'm a real person. Like,
needs a
fill this out.
raise.
Like it's for Love Island. And I'm like, all right, whatever. So I fill it out. Then I go through the whole process where it's like the psych thing, the interviews.
Yeah,
Then
right.
when you are about to go out to Fiji, they're still telling you like, don't get too excited because you don't even know if you're about to get on.
Yeah, I was never
Yeah.
again.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
then after that, even when I got to Fiji, it was so suspect. Like they were like, get in this white van and we're gonna bring you to a hotel. And you're still not gonna meet the producers in person yet. So I'm like, bro, this is a trap. Like this is how you get on Fox 5 front cover.
and you have a chaperone.
And you have
you're
a
like,
chaperone that you've never met or ever talked to before even getting there.
He also
But you
said he
trust him.
questioned the mask. Like,
Yes.
they said put a mask on. He's
No,
like,
no,
whoa,
no.
whoa, whoa.
They told me to put a mask on. They were questioning if I had to put on 2 to
He's
cover
like,
my eyes. And I was like,
that's where I draw the line. Something's going awry here.
In a white van? In a white van.
It's
Nah,
not-
bro.
it's
I
a no
see
for
taken,
me.
bro. I know how this shit goes.
hilarious.
He's
Um,
goofy.
So yeah, then I'm in this hotel, like we're chilling in the quarantine, and then after that, like out of nowhere, Ben and Andy are like, yeah, you're gonna be the first guy to walk in. And I was like, oh shit, like okay. And then the rest of the process happened the way you guys saw it.
Yeah. Cassie, what about you?
For me, was pretty sad. I was going through a breakup, and it was in like December when we broke up. And so when you're sad, you kind of start binge watching stuff. I was like in my sad era. I was like eating snacks, drinking a lot of soda. I was like, I'm gonna watch a show, and so I started typing on my laptop, and I started watching.
Dramatic.
I started watching Love Island UK.
So
And
good.
then when you start watching like a show, like your detective on your phone knows, and they start
Oh.
playing it. So I started seeing like ads for Love Island US on my like Instagram, and it was like the application. And I was like, oh, okay. And it was like that they were receiving it. And so I remember thinking, should I apply? And I was like, you know what? It showed up on my page, me being delusional. I was like, it showed up on
Not
my
to
page
Lulu.
for a reason, no? I was like, because maybe it wanted me to apply. So I did the application, but um I couldn't do it all in one sitting because it was like 80 questions.
Mhm.
So I did it in like 2 weeks, but I got it done. And so after that, I told my best friend about it, who's like a sister of me, and she said, I bet a lot of people applied, so you should reach out to somebody because I only had, I think, like 2,000 followers. So I was like, yeah, you're right. So I just reached. I found this like scouting agent. And I just reached out to her in DM and just said like a quick like, hey, I just applied. Would love for you to look at my application. And then she asked for a video of me, and then she sent it to her director, I think, her advisor,
Mhm.
and then the rest was the start of the interview process.
When did you find out you were going to be an OG?
So I applied in like mid-January, and I remember I got flown out in June, and I found out that I was gonna be an OG probably July. I think it was like 2 days before stepping into the villa. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like 2 days
yeah, it
before.
was 2 days
Yeah.
before,
And it started
and
raining too.
really,
The
oh,
first day we're
yeah,
supposed
yeah.
to go in.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
found out 2 days before, and it was Ben and Andy, who was pretty much like the directors of it all.
Yeah.
And they pulled me by the pool of the hotel, and we sat down at this little bench area, and they actually were like,
What?
no,
They
it was
didn't
like
do
they were,
that shit with us.
yeah,
They put us in a dark ass room and Ben sounded mad mysterious. Like, listen, I'm sorry about all this, but you're gonna be the first one. I
yeah,
was
they
like,
made
wow.
it sound like for me like I wasn't gonna be picked. They're like, thank you for everything. Sometimes we have to cut people and stuff. And
I'm like, bro, stop fucking playing. Just
I would
say
have
it.
freaked
I'm like
out.
smiling, oh, okay. And they're like, but that's why we're gonna have you as an OG. I'm like, oh my god,
You're like, period.
so happy. Yeah. I was like happy. I was like dancing, like in the chair though. I was like, thank you so
Cute.
much. I was like, thank y'all for everything. Like, thank y'all for loving me.
I
It's
think
weird
that
because
is
we
like
don't have
such
anyone to
a
call in that moment. Like they've already
no.
taken their phones.
Mhm.
So it's like, oh my god, who
Yeah.
am I gonna tell? Myself in the mirror?
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what I did. I stepped in my room, I looked at myself in the mirror, and I was like, good job.
You got this.
We do
I,
this.
I think that is such a special moment too. Like Ben like makes you feel he's like, I'm sending my kids off to camp. Like,
Yeah.
go have fun.
Yeah.
And it's such an exciting feeling, like an out of body experience. So I'm sure you guys, I mean, you guys seem like you have the greatest energy of all time.
Thank
So
Oh,
I'm
hi,
you.
sure
G.
you were
It was fun.
buzzing to get in that villa.
Yeah, I was
Mm.
buzzing. I was buzzing. Like, it was so
Buzzing.
crazy. Like, stepping in, it felt,
She's saying that because it's so
Yeah, I was
yeah,
going to say, what was it like going in on the first day?
stepping in, it was like stepping into a foreign country. I was like mesmerized by everything. And then I saw Anna and KK for the first time because they came in together,
Yeah.
and they were walking up to me. And I was like, this can't be real. Like, this is a dream. That's what I felt like. I was like, somebody has to pinch me because this can't be real. And they were both so beautiful. They were stunning. And like they hugged me. They were so sweet. And it was just like, oh my gosh, like this is the start of a whole new journey in my life. And I'm just gonna dive in and see where it takes me. So it was nice. And also
Well,
the view was beautiful too.
yeah. What were you thinking when Leo came out?
Oh my gosh. At first when they were like, Leonardo, I remember whispering.
Oh yeah, you're saying some
I was
shit.
whispering to, I think it was KK. I was like
They
Leonardo
aired that. I'm
What's
pretty
up,
sure
Mr.
they
Light
aired
Skin
that.
dude? Just like, wow.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, that is not Leonardo DiCaprio. And then I was like, he came out and he was smiling. I was like, I'm really observant. I was like looking at everything. Because the first coupling is kind of, the appearance. Like
Mhm.
you really don't know the person yet.
Mhm.
But I was trying to like just observe every single thing, even him talking. I loved his energy, but it was his smile that was really radiating and really beautiful. It was radiating. Is that the word?
Yeah,
Yeah.
His
that's
smile was,
cute.
yeah, his smile was really nice. And I also liked how like he was so enthusiastic to be there. And he got all of us smiling. So it was really cute. I liked his energy.
So you chose to step onto his circle. I'm like, they did the format so weird.
Yeah,
Leo,
I've never seen
yeah.
it like that.
yeah, it was
Yeah,
a weird
us
format.
either. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like
And
He was like, stand
hearts.
there, they'll come to you. I was like, what?
and
Yeah, it
then
was
Leo,
like
so
hearts.
Leo, you're standing there, and Anna and Kassy and maybe a third stood there
KK.
first. KK?
KK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then did the girls choose to move on, or you had to choose out of the 3 before they
No,
moved on?
so they chose to move on. So at the very end, I had to choose between Cassie and Anna because they stayed the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was so awkward because like I'm looking at Victor and Bergen, I felt so bad, yo, because
Yeah.
I knew that regardless whoever me and Marco chose, because it came down to me and Marco, because he had Destiny and Jasmine as well,
Mhm.
that they're gonna have to like settle for that person. And it was kind of fucked because like
Yeah.
you don't even know the person at all. You know?
Yeah.
It's like,
I
damn.
know.
It happens every season though.
It was an
Yeah.
awkward situation. I felt so bad that like nobody stepped in Victor's or Bergie's.
Yeah.
And they definitely like held that against the girls afterwards, like in conversations. They're like, "Why didn't you step then? If you like me, then why didn't you step?" And it's
Yeah,
like,
they were dragged. I was
like,
Oh.
oh shit, you know. I didn't really know it was gonna really affect you because in that moment for
Mhm.
us girls, it was like, whatever happens, happens. This is just coupling up based
Yeah.
off of the first attraction, and then later on we can all explore. But no, it was like pretty much like married off. That's what it felt
Yeah.
like.
Oh.
Also,
Okay, that's
Yeah.
apologize super fast. I pulled an all-nighter with Kenzo because we couldn't fall asleep. So if I'm yawning a lot or sound like super tired, then I just wanted to apologize.
Don't
Oh,
worry
you're
about
fine.
it. You're
Mom
fine.
was
You're
sleeping with
fine.
us in the hotel room.
Mm.
So
Oh my
Aw,
gosh,
that's so
cute.
fun.
No, but so Leo, walk us through kind of your first triangle was with Anna and Kassy. And
Yeah.
like you and Anna even like went on a date to that mud bath.
Yeah.
And how did that all kind of like shift
Transpire.
into yeah.
So you want me to start off from like when I was in the heart?
No,
No.
I
not
mean,
step by
No.
step, Leo. Just a
We're over that
So I
summary.
phase.
walked in the
A
villa,
we
right?
don't have that much
No,
time.
we don't have that much time.
He's
I
like,
was
I was
like-
wearing this color bottom.
I don't even remember what I was
It
fucking
was a
wearing.
cloudy day.
Black
No, okay,
crochet
so
shirt.
you were into Anna and Kassy. Yeah.
So I started off with Cassie. I didn't give Shorty not even the slightest chance of day to have a true conversation. We had one conversation, and I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna just kick it and do my thing and just
Yeah.
relax.
I was like, damn, he forgot all
then-
about me. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm like pursuing, like not really pursuing, and we're just having like little conversations. I'm like, oh, she's cool. She's got high energy. Nothing bad I could say about her. And then
Is this Anna you're talking about?
yeah, and then I
Yeah.
talked with Cassie again for like the second time. Cassie's like, you know what, like, kind of tired of this shit. And this was like, I think Carmen had came back already, or
Because
Carmen had come in.
you were also on a date with Carmen.
Yeah, and I
and
was
then
just
Anna.
being a dick, bro. Like when I got the text to go on a date with Carmen, I was like dapping up Marco right in front of her.
I
was like,
know.
"Let's
I
go."
know.
I was like, we're lit, and then I didn't think about it, and then
I was shooketh. I was like,
bro,
I-
I saw an edit, and it was her in the kitchen, and she's like, "Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you." Fuck you."
Oh
I was
yes.
fucking
That
dying.
was so funny.
Yeah,
But it was funny.
me and Jasmine were waiting in the kitchen to see if they were gonna say bye to us.
Mhm.
Didn't
And I
say
And
think-
he
bye.
didn't.
Leo didn't even look at me. I was like,
Because I was at the point where I didn't develop feelings for nobody. Like when I came to Love Island, like I knew you could find love. To me, it never looked real on the outside world. Like it doesn't
Mhm.
look real based on the type of people I've seen.
it
in
felt
it.
like he was just
Right.
having fun.
I was
with it.
really just
Yeah.
there to have a good time and
Yeah.
have a good summer. Like I'm 21. Like, what I would usually do on the summers is kick it with my friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
That's all I
So
would.
where
Why wouldn't I do it here in Fiji? And then once I got with Anna after Cash was like, all right, fuck you, man. Like you clearly don't give a damn.
I checked out.
Yeah, and I don't
Yeah.
blame her. Like I would be like, fuck me too, So then I'm kicking with Anna, and we go on this mud bath date, and the date was mad cool because I actually do really like nature a lot,
Uh-huh.
but it was really, really, really uncomfortable, and I don't really get uncomfortable a lot, but this situation felt so beyond forced because she had wanted to go on a real date together. Oh my god, I can't get over this. Fucking
Don't look. Don't
look.
look.
Right, she wanted to go on a real date together, right?
Yeah.
But just she doesn't like physical touch and PDA like that. Like she wants to do that
Yeah.
behind the cameras. And then
Yeah.
I'm kind of like, can't really do that here. Like that's everywhere we go, whether you want it to or not.
Yeah.
I'm a very respectable person when it comes to stuff like that. So it's like I like work my best around it, while also listening to like what we needed to do within the date. So we're at this mud bath, and I'm rubbing the mud into her body, and I haven't even seen it back. But I'm not like I like not to sound arrogant or conceited, but I know I'm a smooth person, right? So just the way that I move around, but the way I know I felt so uncomfortable just rubbing it into her skin, it was like I like didn't even want to touch it because I knew it made her uncomfortable. So knowing that it makes someone uncomfortable, like, I would
Oh.
never do it.
Mm.
So that
And
was the end of that.
yeah, just a fake smile. Just like I was like, yeah, this is very uncomfortable. Um, so after that, like I didn't know she was uncomfortable in the moment, so I felt really bad because I went to the beach hut and I was like, man, it just seemed like she was very ungrateful to like even go on a date in something that was actually pretty cool in my eyes. And then she told me like, no, I was just uncomfortable. So I was like, fuck me. Then I apologized to her. I don't even know if you guys see that part, but I don't
Mm-mm.
really give a fuck. Only me, her, and I needed to know that.
Yeah.
But then after, she's really cool people. Like there's not one bad thing I'll
Mhm.
say about Anna
Yeah.
ever. But she's a really goofy and silly girl, and I think we all love that and admire it about her. But it
Yeah.
came to a point where I was kind of like, I'm just not feeling the romantic spark. And there's
Right.
nothing wrong with her. I just wasn't like, yeah, I could fall in love with this girl because deep down I
Right.
knew I couldn't, but I was trying to, I guess.
Mhm.
And then it was so weird because with me and Kassy, I thought her shit was done, wraps, cooked. The way the way we ended in like that mini argument, she's like, "Oh, you're like this, whatever, whatever. You never talked to me." I was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, whatever, whatever, whatever." Oh, I'm sorry. And then we started having better conversations as friends, but it was
Yeah,
never
as
like friendly
friends.
vibes. So
I think it was just not having that forcedness of because we were in a
Mhm.
relationship that
yeah,
but we still decided to be friends after that.
yeah,
And for me, I did think, oh, this is just friends. It's not going to be anything else because no, I'm not going to go back to that.
yeah,
And I think he also thought the same thing. But then like every time we did talk, it just was like we learned about each other that we didn't know before.
yeah.
Mhm.
And it was like, this actually could have gone well if we tried in the beginning. And then it was like also the way we were looking at each other. It was like,
The buildup
it
was
was a build
fucking
up. It was
intense.
Yeah.
I
different.
don't even know if you could see all of it, but like the amount of like looks we gave each other between like great conversations, like that's when I found out like how much she liked the universe, how much like her family actually meant to her. All this shit you would want to get to know when you're actually coupled with the person.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
I'm learning all this stuff, and my biggest thing is like I know Cassie's been fine as hell. I knew that as soon as I walked in, I was like, yeah, Shorty looks delicious. But like my biggest thing is like looks will never be enough until I'm mentally
Mm-mm.
stimulated. So if you mentally
Totally.
stimulate, I'm like, damn, like you really fine now. So knowing that she finally like hit my zone of what I actually wanted, I was like, yeah, I want this girl real bad. And every day the buildup was just getting thicker and thicker and thicker. Like you could cut that shit with a knife. But
Mhm.
then
Mhm.
it got really thick on the night that she could have gone home. Oh my fucking god.
Yeah.
When she came to get me from, we were talking with the boys on the beach, right? Or I was talking with
Mhm.
the boys on the beach.
Yeah.
And I see her come down the steps in the 2000s look with the fucking Bratz doll lips, the big ass earrings. I was like, oh my god, she looks
Denim
really
on
yummy.
denim.
And she pulls up on me. She's like, "Can I steal you for a chat?" And I was like, "Yes, Stink." So then we go up to Soul Ties because it's crazy.
No, in that moment though, we did not think of soul ties as
Well,
anything.
I
No,
think we
I
Yeah.
know.
set
I
it off
No.
know.
Soul
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ties is what it
We set it off
was
as what it was. I thought it was just privacy, but it was not
Sure.
privacy
at
at
all.
all. Yeah.
So we go up in that hole and we're laying there, and I don't know if you can see, but I'm literally hugging my back against the wall because I'm like, this girl is looking like a prime threat right now. Like I'm about to act up.
And he was verbally saying
And
everything
I
he
was
was
saying
feeling.
everything I was feeling because I
I
didn't
was
even
too.
know
We're
what to
both
say.
very loud. We're both so
Yes.
loud. So the fact that we were above the kitchen. Well, first off, let me say
Oh my
this.
god, the phone.
It was horrible because they were all under there listening to us.
Yeah.
And also recording us, I found out. I'm
I
Oh,
like,
was like, bro, this shit is
yeah.
on
No,
TV. Just
yeah,
that
watch
was
the episode back.
so funny. Them
yeah, it was
recording
Yeah.
you guys
crazy.
running
She
across
had
the
her
middle
hand
of
up
the
like
phone
this.
was
She couldn't hear it.
hilarious.
Yeah, but it was a hard situation for me because I did care for Anna a lot.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
before that, I didn't really express to anybody that except for Carmen that I saw that there could have been something with Leo, and I knew that I could have gone home that night with me and Bertie, and so I was like, you know what,
Fuck it.
fuck it. I was like, I want to, for my own sake, I want to know if he was feeling the same way before I could potentially leave,
Yeah.
and if he felt like it could have been something, um, because it was always that tension we had, but we just never expressed it. I didn't
Right.
express it to Anna either. So in that
Neither
moment,
did I kept like burying my feelings.
that
Like, I
moment-
didn't tell anybody that shit.
yeah,
Except for Carmen and KK, because they could literally see it in my eyes.
yeah,
When she'd walk by, like I would melt on the inside, and they saw it, and I was like, "Well, now I'm fucked."
yeah. And in
And
that
Oh, I'm screwed.
Go ahead, go ahead.
in that moment, I just didn't know when the ceremony was going to happen, when we were going to get that text. So you know what? I'm going to go talk to Leo before I don't have the time. And then as soon as we stepped down, everybody's eyes were on us. It was
Mhm.
crazy. And that's when I was like, did we miss something?
I was
That's what I
everybody
thought.
was looking. Marco was like being mad animated. I was like, "Bro, relax."
The girls were staring at me, and I'm like, did we miss something? Like,
Yeah.
what's happening? And then I found out that everyone heard our conversation, plus more.
Yeah.
And it was just wild because it's like she said, like she could have gone home, right? So I was
Yeah.
like,
Mhm.
The whole
I
trajectory
was
of
like,
everything
fuck
would have changed.
pretending right now. I'm not gonna be in some
Yeah.
relationship because I'm gonna force a romantic bond just because we have a great friendly bond. Like me and Cassie are like best friends, but I'm also like super in love with Cassie on a romantic level. Me and
Mhm.
Anna were like had the best friend bond, but like it was never gonna change from that point. That would
Right.
be, but
Right.
knowing it was on the line, I was like, fuck it. Like I'm gonna say exactly what I feel. It's
Mhm.
probably not even gonna make sense, but I'm still just gonna say every single part of it. And that was that. And then from there on, our bond was just
Yeah.
unbeatable. Like every day, on and off cameras, like they would hate having to separate us. Like me and her
Yeah.
would be
I
glued to each
believe
other.
it. I believe it.
Yeah.
We were
Like
Yeah,
there
I
was
doing
nowhere she could
pieces.
go where I wouldn't follow her and be like, listen, like 3 more vessels, please.
Yeah, we had to get
Oh my
separated all the time.
God.
You in the dressing room when the girls were like, Leo, get out. Get
Yeah.
out.
Oh
You were
my
like,
god.
you were
I
like,
didn't
but
know
I
you could
just
see
want to
that shit.
stay. You were
I
like,
was
I just want to
please guys,
stay.
just let me kick it with you. Like I'll be a girly.
Yeah,
for the
he
day.
wanted to be a part of the girls
Yeah,
so
so
bad.
bad.
I
Yeah.
died at that. That was
Because I
funny.
would get. Are you talking about like when I had like the do
Because that
rag on
happened
with
a
the
lot
blue
of
shit over my
times.
head?
I
I
forget.
don't know
It
the
happened
I
exact
don't know
a lot.
like
but
the
yeah.
exact
I was in
point,
that
but
hole often.
Yeah, he
That's
was always
so funny.
he was always coming to bring me breakfast,
Yeah.
but he would
Aw.
bring me he would
I would
separate the
separate it so I could
breakfast
spend more time
so
in
he
the
could come,
dress.
so he would have more reasons to come up.
Stop.
Like, oh shit, I forgot the eggs. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
I gotta go back.
First he would bring me my coffee, then he would bring me like my bacon and eggs,
Yeah,
and then
and
he'd
then
be
the
like, oh,
pancakes.
he's like, do you want syrup for pancakes?
Yeah.
You know, and then he
Stop.
would like,
And I would have it in my hand, be like, this is just another
and
excuse.
you would think he's just dropping off the food. No, he would set it down and be like, so what's
Like-
everybody doing? Yeah.
like, Destiny, how you feeling today?
oh my
Oh my
gosh.
They're like,
gosh.
Leo, get out.
They're like, Leo's not
That's
talking.
so funny.
At the end, they got so used to him being up there. They're like, he had his own chair.
I literally have
One
my
of the
No
girls.
way. He has
You're one of
no
the girls.
chair.
leave. I was like, that's my section.
Yeah.
It was my
So-
section. He was sitting in my section.
You're like
Stop.
on the floor getting ready.
Yeah,
He's
I'm like,
using
Yeah,
your
I'm like,
mirror.
fuck all
So
that.
he-
Like, I might just have to take your spot.
He's got the
Leo-
Dyson going.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say Leo knows the whole beauty routines by now,
he does.
head
he
to
does.
toe. So
He
we
does.
really, yeah. So we really see you guys, grow super close and even have that last conversation that you guys are closed off, I believe, and then
Yeah.
Casa hits.
Yeah.
Walk us through like both of each of your own experiences with Casa.
So you want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
So Casa.
Tell him what you told me before Casa.
Yeah. Wait. Say what I said before.
Yeah, before Casa happened.
So before Casa, I'm like, I'm feeling great with where we're at. Like, I'm having the time of my life with you. Like, it's just really you and me. Like, I don't see my head turning. Yada 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 yada. Then Casa starts.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. You even said, but with the yeah. You even were like, if you walked out, babe.
Oh yeah, I
would've
was like,
left
if
with
she
you.
walked out, I was like, I would have fully just left.
Mm-hmm. And then I also brought up in a scenario of, let's say Casa happens, and there's a girl, a Latina girl.
Oh yeah, you did.
Or there's a
bring up
blonde. I was like,
scenario.
if there's your type, what would you do? And he was like,
apparently fold like a paper sheet.
yeah, but he was like, honestly, I wouldn't do anything. He was like, it's you. They wouldn't make me feel the way you make me feel.
Oh
I'm sitting there
no.
like,
Not the me impression.
yeah, I'm sitting there like, okay. I was like trusting him because I was like, he's saying this. Why would he lie? You know?
Mhm.
Then that day, we got the text and the girls left for Casa. And I
That
was like,
was pretty fucked up. They just really upped
I
his look.
know.
Oh my
Yep.
God,
I
it was
know. It was great
We
amazing.
walked in
watching.
there,
I
we're like,
loved
hello.
it.
Marco was like, it's mad quiet, and I was like, I'm looking at Bergie. I'm like, Bergie, you're like our encyclopedia since you watch this shit day and
didn't
night.
Kenzo say something?
Yeah, Kenzo's like, Carmen. And we're like, ears up like this. No one's
Oh
hearing
my
shit. Okay,
god.
we
So
go up there,
Leo,
a few gifts.
yeah.
We grabbed the gifts, looked at the mirror, took pictures in the mirror, and then we just headed down, right? And we thought that the girls wouldn't come in that night. And we're like, oh, they didn't come in. They said, get ready for bed. We're like, all right, bet.
For you.
Yeah, we go to bed, and then we wake up the next day, we're just chilling, working out, doing whatever. And then we get a text, and it's like, last night the girls had a party with the dudes at Casa, and we're like, yeah, they were throwing
Oh.
ass for sure, whatever. Then we're chilling by the fire pit. We get a text, and the girls walk in, and as soon as they walk in, I'm looking at Kenzo. Nothing crazy. Like I'm not gonna like. I'm like, there's no way I'm a fool. Like I'll be chilling.
Yeah.
So they walk in, then we give them the tour of the house, like individually in squads. So I remember I was with Taylor, S, and not Ashley. Fuck, I'm
Allie.
blanking the name. Ali, yeah.
Allie.
And they're mad cool, and we had a conversation, and we're just chilling on the day beds, and I'm like, yeah, like it's a good little vibe in here. What's up, Kenzo? It's a good little vibe we have going on and shit. So then after that, I'm talking to all of them. Like I'm meeting Ashley, I'm meeting Johnny and Ashley at the same time. I'm like, oh, they're cool people. Like, but I'm not thinking anything crazy of it. I'm like,
Did you think Johnny looked like me?
no, not really.
That was my first thought.
Yeah, same.
I didn't like really like do the comparison part like that. I was like,
Sure.
pretty girl, whatever. Wow.
Okay.
Anyways,
How soon did you realize you were like into Johnny?
what?
How soon did you realize you were into Johnny?
So I went the entire night. We did the raunchy racist thing, whatever. We did all that shit, and I was like, yeah, she looks good, whatever. Don't really care. Like I literally said that to the guys. I forget where we were sitting, and then we were sitting on the orange couch, and we are like talking about that. Just whereas I was like, bro, I'm honestly chilling. I'll just be with like Kenzo and Marco outside, and we'll just like be fully exclusive to Kassy. Um, and then Johnny comes out the cut and she's like, yo, can I see you for a chat? And I'm like, oh shit. And I'm like, all right. No, actually, no. I don't even know if they chopped this out. I said, hell no.
Wait, I thought you pulled her for a chat.
No, I never pulled Johnny for a chat. You could see that in the show, right?
I don't
know.
remember at that point.
If you watch it back.
I think you guys talked about that at movie night too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah.
You just said that she sold you for a chat, but in the movie, it said that you took her for a chat.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the first chat. Like the very first chat.
Whatever.
There is a lot that happened.
Okay, well, keep going.
So she pulls me for a chat. We go to the breathe area and we have this super long conversation. And a lot of it like was about like how we grew up. Like all like the stupid little things that we did that were the same. Like we wouldn't be able to share Gatorade during long car rides with our siblings. So like our parents would always give us our own bottle, and we were just laughing about how like we just had to spin each other's fucking mouth with all these drinks, and I was like, that's fucked. So it was just a fun it was just a good fun conversation, and I was just like, wow, like she's really cool. Like I did not expect that at all.
Came back from Casa
and you decided to bring Johnny.
Right. And Kassy brought Mattia.
Yeah.
And you basically kind of gravitated back towards each other.
Yes.
And
I tried not to, guys.
You held out.
You held out.
You held out pretty well.
Like, no bullshit. I was super proud of her, right? Because real world, like I've never been in a situation like this.
I would
like,
have been living with my ex,
Yeah.
and the girl he was coupled up with, and the guy I was coupled up with. We wouldn't have been living together.
That was such a weird ass scenario, and then the fact they put us to sleep next to each other was criminal fucking behavior.
Yeah,
of course.
We found out our beds were right next to each other.
I was like, I'll sleep in the ocean at this point, bro. Like, I'm all set. But I was like, for real though, I was proud of her because she didn't fold at all. Like, she didn't fold.
Right.
She was like, you know what? If you really want this, you're gonna have to work hard. But she never said that. It was just how she moved. So I was like, well, fuck. I had one of two options: either keep acting like a sorry ass bitch, little boy, and go about things how I would always go about it before, or grow up. So I was like, the things I was doing to show how much I cared for her, I've never done for anybody on this planet. And I was like, why the fuck am I doing this? There's no guaranteed outcome of a win, as in like me getting her back. There's
Mhm.
no guarantee that she's even gonna choose me and not go with other people. And like three, it's really embarrassing. Like you're going hard for someone and their focus is not on you at all.
You're
And
in
I
a
was like,
vulnerable
oh,
position.
very. I hate
Mhm.
being
Yeah.
vulnerable like that. So I was like, fuck it. Like, and I was wondering, like, why am I doing this? What does this girl even make me feel to be doing this shit? And then I started was like, bro, like, I'm like, am I in love with this person? Like, I've been in love before, but I've never felt like this deep in love for someone. And there's only so many episodes that's aired. There's only so much that's put in the episodes. But I spent every hour of every day with this girl. So not being able to do the same things that we used to do was so hard. And I was like, damn,
Yeah.
she's right there. She's sleeping right next to me, but not next to me.
Watching you defeated was
Yeah.
it was hard to watch.
My
Yeah.
mom was crying on the phone when I called her when we got our phone back because
Oh.
she was like, baby, like I know you made a big mistake, but like seeing you that defeated, like I don't ever really get sad. Like genuinely, I'm always upbeat, ready to go, whatever.
Mhm.
So even seeing myself that sad, I was like, bro, do I even know who I am? I'm looking like a
Well,
bitch every day.
you were
No.
ready to leave at one point. You were like, if Cassie doesn't decide to forgive me, then like I'm all done here. Like I'm not
Yeah.
gonna stay. And
Because like as much as I love Cassie, like as much as you love anyone, you want the best for them. That
totally.
doesn't even have to be you, right? Like
Right.
if you truly love them, you want it to be anyone. I was like, look, I'm gonna go hard, but like as soon as I get the cue to be like, yeah, I'm all set, I'll be like, okay. Like at least I put my heart on the line, which is something I
Yeah.
would never do in that situation. Because in the real world, I'd be like, all right, fuck it. Somebody
Yeah.
else will come through.
Yeah, honestly, like I was proud of him for like changing his narrative and for deciding to do something. He could have just chilled back, relaxed, and been like, don't care, you know? Or he could have pursued any single girls in the moment. But he decided to just focus on me, give me his 100%, knowing he didn't have to. But it was also really sad seeing my best friend, somebody who I enjoyed hanging out with in the villa, be really down and beat himself up, and also seeing everybody already push him, step on him and stuff like when he was already down.
That
Yeah.
shit fucking
It
sucked. And
sucked.
Yeah.
you guys
Yeah.
definitely didn't even see like the half of it, like the smallest things. Like I would walk by, like not even just Cassie, but like a group of the girls, or do anything, and I mean regular things like walking, go to cook, go to the gym, and I would constantly be laughed at, or they'll like say something under the breath, and I'm like a very like confrontational person. So I'm like, if you have something to say, like look me dead in my eyes and say it with your chest. Like I'll understand,
Mhm.
Mhm.
but say it with your
Yeah.
chest.
Yeah.
And that side fully came out of me during the movie night because I looked
Mhm.
Destiny dead in the eyes. I was like, if there's anything else you want to say, respectfully, say it to my face right now. And if not, forever hold your peace because like I was just so fed up of like the small talk. Like if you feel that way, I understand. I wasn't asking for pity, but at the same time, like if you feel that way, I'd rather have you scream in my face than say it under your breath because it's giving like soft energy to me. But after that, it was just like I just had to keep going with the punches of it. But there's
Yeah.
not much I can
I'm
say on that.
I,
That's a hard place to be feeling isolated too because you don't have anyone. You can't talk to your
At
family.
all.
So I feel for you. Like when I saw that, I really did. I was like, he fucked up, but like, holy shit. Can we give this guy a break?
Bro, you
But
have no
also,
idea. Like, and I'm not one to ever ask for pity, right? So it's like, and not knowing it was my doing, I'm not delusional and I'm accountable. So I'm like,
exactly.
I know I fucked up. So I'm not asking, like, oh, can you ease up on me? But just like all the little things that add up, like, end of the day, like last time I checked, I'm still a human being too. Um,
Mhm.
so it just added up to the point where I was like, bro, there's no way my mental health could like contain this shit consistently.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I was like,
I,
yeah, I'll up and dip if this shit like if she's not feeling it at all.
I think
yeah.
it's just knowing that nobody was really on his side too.
Mm,
Yeah.
I've been in that position before where I didn't have anybody but Leo,
Mhm.
so
Mhm.
a part of me wanted to be there for him as a friend, but also another side of me was like, stick your ground, move forward, and have respect for yourself.
Yeah.
mhm.
And so it was a hard situation to be in for him and for me.
Yeah. I feel like, Leo, we really got to see your growth, and it was awesome how, like, honest you were about everything. Like, once it happened, like, you just putting everything on the table, being, like, true to yourself, kinda, like, owning what happened. You're like, "I'm not
Yeah.
gonna make excuses." Like, it was this was definitely, like, very redeeming, for, I think, like, the fans to see and the people that came around to then support you, and I feel like that was able to happen because you were so forthright with, like, how you really felt and, recognized, like, what had happened and how you guys kind of almost like came out on the top, like better because
Yeah.
of everything. Like it definitely made you guys a lot closer.
Yeah. I wanted to ask about we talked to Johnny yesterday and
Yeah.
she made a comment about how proud she was to see how like your growth.
Mhm.
She said that you guys had a chat and it kind of like reversed everything and it just kind of she was like, I saw a new Leo from
Yeah.
that chat.
Mhm.
And was that the moment, Kassy, was that around the time you were kind of like, okay, me and Johnny, yes, we have like flirty vibes, but I love Leo.
Yeah, it was just I loved getting to know Johnny. I'm happy that I was able to do that in the villa.
Mhm.
We had the ability to do it, and it was so at ease with everyone being so comfortable and supporting us. It made me and Johnny be comfortable. But I had to admit that like with all these connections, all these people I was getting to know, it just wasn't the same as it was with Leo. With Leo, it was just I was thinking, okay, what side of like which person brought out the best of me? And it was Leo, 100%. I just was always happy, giddy with him, and we did have the best moments together. We had the best. Oh my gosh, you see,
Sorry.
he's getting a big head already.
Oh.
But we had the best moments, like always making the best of any situation, like the game, like the Floor is Lava
Oh yeah,
game,
that
for
shit was
example.
fun as hell.
But even like having fun with each other,
What's up, baby?
we also were able to have serious conversations. And
Yeah.
what I loved about him so much was he was a guy that was able to open up about his feelings, express how he's feeling, but also admit his wrongs. Some guys don't do that at
Yeah.
all.
Right.
And so the fact that he was doing that put him in such a vulnerable position, but he was open to it. He was fine with doing that and expressing his feelings, knowing that in certain moments my door was romantically closed and he was still pulling me for chats. He was still making these gestures. He was still expressing how it was me and only me. It was like a shock because it was like, how have you not given up yet in a way?
Right.
But also being really proud of him as well for knowing that he's became a new person since Casa, and it's only been a few days, but in there it feels like forever.
Yeah, oh my god, the days in there
Yeah.
feel like
It's
like
wild.
Dog
It's
years.
like literally
years,
dog years.
especially when you're down.
I
When
know.
you're down, the like the minutes feels like hours,
Yeah.
and it was horrible.
Oh
Aw.
yeah.
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 Alex had one of those days. It wasn't really aired, but it was
Yeah,
tough.
100%.
But Leo, I have to say the way I gasped when you set up the whole dinner date on the beach and then Kassy was just missing on the date with Scott. I was like,
Bro, I
oh.
was fucking sick. You know what's gonna make me literally throw up? If they sent him, if oh my god, if they sent them on the date that I made. Like,
Oh.
I
I'm
remember he
saying,
said that.
imagine like if I made all that date shit
I didn't
and
even
she
think
went on
about
that,
that.
like, she
This
took
is tough.
took my seat, I would have probably like fully raged out. I
Yeah.
would have literally went sick. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, I come back and I find out he had a whole date set for me, and then he
Oh
was
my
waiting
God.
for me. I was like, oh my gosh, I
I
felt
know.
so
I was like, oh shit.
not really.
Oh.
I was like, what a fucking prick, yo.
Yeah.
If he did that, I would have been so sick. We
No,
had
Yeah.
to
like
be cool.
No, that would have been terrible.
literally not even on him, but you're like, you know what? Fuck you, Scott. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then even
fuck
when he
you.
came in, like I like from the jump, like I messed with Scott, but at the very beginning, they were like, "So, what's your favorite moment so far?" He's like, "Definitely when Leo found the two baddies," and I was like, "You motherfucker, bro, come say it to my face." And I was already livid because of the date, like, and I
Oh
was like, "No,
fuck.
that's crazy."
Oh shit.
Also, grab that
How
charger
was
cord because this is about to die.
Oh, I do want to ask how your epic date was. If you could
Yes.
tell us
Oh, that
about
was the
that.
coolest shit I've ever done in my life.
It was so
Yeah.
nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
like that was like the best date so far. We still have many dates to come,
Hell yeah.
but like that was just the best date ever. Like going on the helicopter. I remember we mentioned it before a while ago before Casa about dates
Yeah,
we
we were talking
wanted.
about shit like up in the sky, and I was like, you know, that should be kind of lit.
Yeah, and we said that we would have liked to go skydiving, but we're like, they're not gonna take
I
us
was
skydiving.
like, they ain't got no
That's
mic shit
suicide.
for
You're not
that.
risking your life.
Yeah.
So just going on the helicopter and seeing the view of everything was
Mhm.
amazing. It was unreal. And then having a whole island to land on,
You remember what we called it?
crazy.
Yes,
Cleo
Kaleo.
Island.
The
It was
Leo
Kaleo
so
Island. It,
Island.
cute.
because like the show was called Kaleo Island, literally.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was
yeah.
the whole show.
It
But
was so
literally, it was a patch of an island. Like it was a
It
dead
was so
ass island.
It
teeny.
was
It was
not even an
cute.
island. It was a sandbar.
a
We're
scene.
Yeah.
spinning the chopper, and I'm like, we're about to land on that.
Yeah.
I didn't
That's
even know
what
we
I
could do
said.
that shit.
That is
That's so
exactly
nuts.
what I said. I was like, I'm praying right now.
But it was
And
nuts 'cause we
was
got
it
off the
scary?
helicopter, and I'm like admiring this insane view, right? And I'm thinking, I'm gonna sit down. I'm probably not even gonna be focused on this date because of the view. But the whole time, this can sound really fucking corny. I just kept looking at her, and I was like, oh my god, like the sun is busting on your skin. The dress looks amazing. You look amazing.
Got that glow
Oh yeah, I
from
love
the
your
Yeah,
sun.
you
dress.
really had that glow.
Cute.
And then
Cassie,
it was just fun.
Cassie, when did you tell Leo I love you back? What
Oh
was
my
that like?
gosh.
You
When
know,
did
she told me that she loves me first.
She did?
Yeah.
when?
Well,
I don't remember that.
it was more like
Oh, I think it was
she
after
said before
Casa.
Casa. It was after Casa.
It
She
was
was
after
saying
Casa
before
when
Casa, I felt this way for you, and I was like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "I was falling in love
I
with
was
you."
falling for him. Yeah. It was
Oh.
yeah, when I had the chat with him after Casa. I remember I wore it all black. I was like, wear like a revenge fit, make him
That
regret
shit. I was looking.
everything.
I said,
You said this is your funeral.
Yep.
Yes.
That's exactly what it was. All black moment.
Yep.
So we go to the Riz
She also
room.
knows I love all black, so
Yeah.
I was like, "Wow."
We go to the Riz room, and I expressed that like I was falling for him. And in Casa, there was moments where I was like, I'm missing him so much. Am I in love with him? Because I, as much as I enjoyed the connection with Mattia, it just wasn't as strong as what I felt with Leo, and so it was me missing him as well, but me also giving myself the opportunity to explore this connection, that I didn't want to have what ifs or questions coming back alone. So
Yeah.
I was like, you know what, I'm gonna bring back Mattia, but I remember always expressing I hope Leo understands. I hope he
Yeah.
understands. I still want to explore him. He's still my number
Mhm.
one, and that I'm falling for him. But love, I don't remember the first moment I said I was in love with him. Was it the poem? Was it me saying I love you too? Did I say that after you? Because I know the
No.
first moment he said he loved me was reading the poem, but then I remember like
So corny of me, bro. I don't
No,
even
No,
know.
I
Leo,
loved it, Leo. The
that
poem
was
was
like
so
Fucking
cute.
I
fool
was
from
It's a
expecting
pretty good
something
poem.
it was
not
good.
good. It was
But
It was
good.
good.
And also the song. I remember he made a
Song
song
and a
too.
poem?
Huh?
I'm not making like a joke. It dead ass. What I mean, the roses are red and violets are blue. I was like, come on, we could have started
That
out
was
Boring.
the
When he
shit.
started that, I was like boring.
That was the shit. Like
And
I
then
was even laughing when I said that part, but I was just like, yo, I just need something to flow because like usually whenever I write anything, like it's to a beat, right? So knowing I
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
no beat or anything, I've never really written a poem.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm just gonna rhyme and just put
It was
shit together.
amazing.
yeah, and
I
then it got
actually
better
misheard
after
the
that. I was like,
song.
oh, okay, now this is good. Because at first I was like, roses are red, violets are blue.
I
What
could
the
not
fuck is
stop laughing.
happening?
I was like, listen, the intro is corny, so
It's
pay no
okay.
mind to that shit.
It all worked out, but I really want to ask what's next for you guys and what kind of plans you guys have coming up.
So right
Oh,
now
yeah.
we're in LA and we went to Disneyland yesterday, which was so fun.
That was actually OD fun.
Yeah, we went with
Fun.
Carmen, Kenzo, Hannah, and Marco, and that was really nice, just being all of us together and being little kids again too. And then tomorrow we're going to Universal, and we're gonna do
Fun.
Harry Potter. I'm obviously
Fun.
Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff,
Yeah,
and
I'm Hufflepuff.
Me too.
Me
he's
too. I didn't
Slytherin.
Oh no, I think I'm Ravenclaw.
Yeah, I'm Hufflepuff.
Oh, I can see you as Ravenclaw. And Hufflepuff.
Carmen's Ravenclaw, no?
Yeah, and he's Slytherin. No
Mhm,
explanation
yeah.
for that.
Wow.
Are you guys
Mr.
gonna meet?
Malfoy.
Are you guys gonna meet each other's families
Yeah,
soon?
that was
Yeah,
another
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
So we leave hopefully on the 1st or the 2nd we fly back
Yeah,
home.
September 1st. Well, I'm 7 days
Um,
behind in my classes.
Yeah.
So when I go
Oh,
back
shit.
to Dayton in Ohio, like the first thing I have to do is lock in on my schoolwork.
And I have to
Oh my
work
gosh,
with
I'm
my
forgetting
mom.
What
I'm
happened?
working I'm working and so we're going to just plan he's going to come and visit me first in Texas.
Yep.
And that's going to be fun. He's never owned a pair of cowboy boots, so maybe I'll
Oh, fun. Yes, we'll have to do it all.
Get
What a
him
Dominican
a
thing to
pair.
do.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go visit him in either Ohio or Connecticut. I want to do Connecticut, that way I can see his
Yeah.
family.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, that'd be
Yeah.
really
So
nice.
we have plans. His birthday's coming up too,
Yeah.
September.
Oh.
Happy early
Oh
birthday.
my gosh, yes, happy early
Appreciate
birthday.
Yeah, so I'm excited for that. So we have all these plans we want to do, and we're just gonna try and fit everything in our calendar. But I know that we're gonna give each other the most time we can.
100%.
And I know long distance isn't the best situation, but I know we're gonna make the best out of it. And once we're together, we're gonna appreciate the moment we have, because we know it's not gonna be too long together. And then if everything continues working out, then we can talk about moving in together and stuff. So that'd be
Mhm.
Oh my gosh,
exciting.
amazing.
Oh,
It's been
I'm so
I know,
excited
I'm
for you
so
guys.
excited for
I
you
loved
guys.
watching you both.
Yeah.
We
You guys
appreciate
were
you guys.
Yeah, you guys made the season. It was truly so much fun to watch. I'm so happy for you guys that you, like, found your way and, has ended up like this, like, on such a great note. It's so, so amazing, and I know all the viewers are gonna be so excited to watch this, hear from you guys. To everyone watching, we will link their socials down below, so make sure you give them a follow. Like this video, leave any more comments or questions down below. It's just since we know there's, like, so much, we couldn't even get to with you guys, but we appreciate you coming on here. Thank you guys
Yep.
so
Yeah,
much.
thank you.
Likewise, we
you.
appreciate you guys.
And I just want to say to my supporters, our supporters, we love you so much. Thank you for the amazing love that you guys have been giving us since we've gone out. And the edits of us are crazy.
So
Oh my
The
cute.
God.
edits are
So
OD,
cute.
yo.
And you guys are our
For
lifers.
lifers.
Aw.
Thank you guys.
Cute.
Oh, thank
Aw.
you.